Hello, so welcome to my video and thanks very much for all the likes and subscribes, and if you're not already subscribed, please would you mind doing so. So today, as you can see, I'm out and about again, and I don't know if you can see, but above me is this wonderful heather which is now in flower. It's a little bit earlier in flower this year, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk up there and try and do some captures in my sketchbook and on paper of some of the wonderful heather whilst it's in flower. And the reason is that I have some paintings that I started last year, and after my spring woodland ones that you've been hearing about, I'm going to continue with those heather moors or summer moors paintings, which are all about the heather. And so I'm out here to kind of top up my knowledge and understanding and inspiration through drawing and mark making of the wonderful heather. So I'm going to turn the camera around now and I'll get going and share with you as I go. So I've turned around and as you can see, or maybe you can see, this is the rosebay willow herb in flower, and so you've got this wonderful pink. I'm walking along some sides of houses, so everybody's starting their lawnmowers, so I think as a Friday afternoon everybody's out in their gardens, even though it's got quite grey now. So I thought I'd just share with you some of it, and you can see the purpley pinky colour of the heather. It's a difficult colour to capture, and of course I'm not going to be able to capture it exactly, but it's got quite a smoky tinge, but when you get to it it's actually quite pinky. Anyway, I will continue on my journey. Okay, so I've just stopped because I realised that this little view is really quite nice because you can see the rosebay willow herb very closely, and then the heather, and I'm going up this track here, so I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, so further up now, and not sure when I'm going to stop, but we're right amongst the heather now, which is really nice. Okay, so I've come up this path just to the left of where you see that post, and this is my view, and I'm going to stop here and maybe do some work in my concertina. And these hills are very familiar. The monthly mark making it's done, I've got views from a very different place of these hills. So in the centre now is Buckton Castle. So I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see this wonderful purple heather. And I'm perched on an area of ground which is just at the side of this path that goes up. So this should give me some nice views. And I've just set up on, I'll just go down to show you. On my, I've brought a board with me, a hard board, and I've clipped my A5 pocket concertina to it so that I can do some studies. And I've got my usual knapsack, and I've got a couple of things in this box here, probably too many things, and I'll probably just select a couple of them, including the purple ink and maybe some pastel and maybe some crayons and maybe one of my ink tenses, but we'll see how I go. Okay, so I'm looking in a different direction now, so I thought what I would do, and I've just started, so I'm going to continue to do, are some really quick 3-minute studies. Okay. Okay, I just thought should give you a quick show and tell of some of the very quick studies I've just been doing. So just to remind you of this wonderful vista that's surrounding me, and I wasn't necessarily just looking in this direction, I was looking in the other direction as well, but I won't shoot right round, but just to remind you. And these are very, very quick, couple of minute, 2 to 3 minute studies, just making quick marks and lines. And the approach that I've taken is to put a block of colour or mark down and then to do line work over the top. So hopefully you can see how that's kind of worked. Very quick studies. I'm not sure what they're going to lead to, whether they'll lead to anything, but they're just getting my eye in and getting me to kind of make connection with the place and with the heather, and that in itself is really valuable. So I'm just going to twiddle around and show you some of the concertina. It's blown a little bit in the wind, not necessarily brilliantly successful today, but I have made some interesting marks that I'm possibly going to use and incorporate or think about more. So that's one of them. And then I have a previous one on here that I did a couple of days ago, and that was done from a different location, but again with the heather moors in the distance. So these are sort of distant views, if you like, and just getting my eye into some of the lines and the marks, and hopefully as I go I'll improve and start to understand better and maybe edit things down a little bit. But this is a really helpful way of doing it in a little pocket concertina. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and please do like and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.